Okay, sexy gamer. So, this is something different. Um, I was in a would you rather mood, and I figured, why not do a would you rather thing video where I get to explain the weird choices that I'm probably gonna make. So, I was gonna use like what's that website called? Either.io or some bullshit. Um, I don't know, it was something like that. But um I figured, most of the shit I get on that website, there's like a few good ones, and then most of the ones are just weird or like I don't relate to like any like actor or movie thing. So I found this website. It has 50 would you rather questions in five categories. It has the funny would you rather questions, the dirty would you rather questions, hard would you rather questions, weird would you rather questions, and deep would you rather questions. Now, I don't know how this is going to go. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll down so I don't see questions in advance. I want to be surprised by the questions I see. I saw like a handful while I was scrolling through it, but like the most of them I haven't read. So let's do this. Let's start with the funny would you rather questions. And for number one, would you rather have an incredibly annoying high-pitched voice or a really deep manly voice? Well, I think his website, first of all, is like aimed at women, but I can answer this easy. I want a real deep manly voice. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about you, but like I nothing can irritate me more than a really squeaky voice. Like, it's not that often on guys, because our hormones kind of make our voices go deeper over during puberty, but like on girls especially, like I've never been that much of a fan of like a girl who has like this very stereotypical like high pitched like girl voice. I've always kind of been more of a not even has not doesn't have to be deep, but like just like not that like ears like piercing like high pitch that some girls have. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So yeah, deep manly voice. Even on a woman, I'd rather have a deep voice than a high voice. Um, would you rather have a full-blown mustache for a year or permanently hairy? Yeah, this is how you can tell it's aimed at women. So these questions for me are gonna be very easy. Um, I have like some hair here, but like it's connected to like I'm assuming this means only mustache and not like a beard. But my legs have been hairy for so long, dog. I I'm probably closing in on 10 years of hairy legs. I think they started getting really hairy when I was like 13 or some bullshit. So, yeah, definitely this. Like, oh, I didn't read any of that. Um, yeah, definitely this. Like, if just don't talk to me if you don't like a guy with hairy legs. Like, it's kind of weird. My limbs are like I have like a good amount of hair on my legs and on my arms, and then the rest of my body is like doesn't. Like, I have a little peach fuzz patch on my chest, but it's really my arms and my legs. Like for the most part. Um, would you rather give up your phone or only wear Crocs for the rest of your life? Um, whew, um, my phone. See, I'm not even on my phone that much. Like to begin with, like I really usually just have my phone. Like if I'm traveling, like if I'm on a train or a bus, I'll be on my phone. But like if I'm just like chilling at home, I'll have my phone next to me, and if I get a notification, I look at it. But I'm not like just constantly on it, talking to people on it on like social media or whatever, or scrolling through bullshit. Um, but I think a phone is kind of more important now. Communicating with people, being able to call if something's going on. So I would take the Crocs. Hey, someone's drilling outside. I don't know if you can hear that. But like I don't know, like the Crocs are like oh, I just have to zoom out for a second. Wait, is it still fine? Okay, I think I'm fine, right? Yes, okay. Should I zoom out a little bit? I think so. Okay, there we go. Right? That should be better? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would just wear Crocs because as a kid we all like Crocs anyway. How long have I been recording already? Oh my God, it's already been 5 minutes and I've been going through three questions. Oh boy. Okay. But yeah, it would definitely be Crocs for sure. Would you rather clog the toilet on a first date or a first day at a new job? Um, Look, I haven't been on many first dates. I'll be fully honest. So I don't have like a lot of experience in that kind of thing, but I think this would haunt me more. Like, well, the thing is like I'm not the type of person to like meet someone new and go on a first date. That just never clicked for me. Like I've always been the type of person I need to like I usually only like develop like a crush or feelings for people I've known, like yeah, like friends or even just acquaintances, but like people I've known already for a bit. Like I know who they are, what their sense of humor is, that kind of stuff. I don't think this would be as bad with that in mind, but I think with this you can probably get away with it without people knowing it's you, right? And I'm contractually like obliged to, for a certain period to work there. So it's not like they're not gonna fire me because I clog a toilet. You know what I mean? So I'd probably go this. Um, I'd rather have an abnormally big toe or an abnormally big ear. Just one ear. The toe easily because no one sees it. Like, how many people see your toes? Like on a daily, like if you go swimming or something, okay, you can see your toes. But like, surely that's less bad than having one giant ear. Like, it's an easy question. Would you rather be 3 feet tall or 8 feet tall? Um, See, I'm like six. I'm 6 feet. So like, I'm trying to find a water bottle, but I think it's empty. I'm 6 feet tall. So 8 feet is like, I would be really tall, but like, as the opposite is 3 feet. Like that's like half my size. I don't, I don't, I don't think I'd have a future if I was 3 feet tall. I wouldn't be allowed to drive. I wouldn't. Like let's be honest, like it's not going well for me if I'm 3 feet. Like I'd rather be 8 feet and be a giant. Would you rather be naked at work for an hour or be dropped off 2 miles from your house while you're naked and you have to try and get home? Well, I can just go to the toilets, right? Or I can just say I'm not feeling well, like I'm going to the bathroom, and then, you just sit there naked on the toilet for like an hour. Like if this can get you like on the fucking like sex offender registry, you know what I mean? Like even though 2 miles isn't that bad, like I don't know. This I think has more legal complications than this. So yeah. Would you rather smell like cheese, which has been left in the sun, or a hamster cage which hasn't been cleaned for a fortnight? What the fuck is a fortnight? Like the video game? I don't know. Um, fucking hell. This is gross, man. How long has the cheese been left in the sun, right? Because I don't know what a fortnight is, but I'm assuming it's at least like a couple days of hamster shit. It doesn't say how long it's been left in the sun, so I'm just gonna take that approach. Say it's been left in the sun for like 20 seconds. I'll go with the cheese. Would you rather be a mad genius or popular but dim? Um, Mad genius. Like, why would I need to be? I don't like to be the center of attention. I don't want to be popular. I just don't. I just don't. Not me. Would you rather a nose that never stops growing or ears that never stop growing? Right. Here's where I'm taking the ears. Because a nose, there's only so much room on your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a certain point, that nose is gonna like extend to like your eyes and your mouth, and it's gonna look hideous. Whereas ears, it's gonna look hideous too, but like at least they're growing sideways, you know, like it's not like obstructing your face. So that's why I go with the ears here. That was the funny questions. Okay. What do you meme for the girls? Adult party. Oh, wait. That's not good. That's not okay. Okay. Let's not ignore this. What the fuck? Dirty would you rather questions. Oh, here we go. Would you rather whip or be whipped? Um, what the hell? Uh, I guess I'd rather whip, but like I don't think I'd be into whipping anyway. But like, I yeah, I guess I'll whip. I don't know. Like, would you have your hair pulled or your back? This is so much worse as a guy. Why do? Well, my back scratched because that means I'm doing a good job, right? Like it'd be kind of weird, like to have my hair pulled. Well, that could also be like doing a good job and like for fuck's sake. Um, yeah, but I'll go with my back scratch. Like that I think that's kind of like that means as a man you're doing something right. You know, usually. Would you rather dominate or be dominated? God, this is going in, bro. I think I'm like very much like no one needs to know this information, by the way, but I'm just gonna say it anyway because I don't give a fuck. I think I'm very much like a switch, as in like I don't have a set preference like for one or the other for the most part. Like I could do both. Like and I'm not I feel like it's more fun that way. Like one time the guy's like controlling the pace and everything, and then the other time the girl was like I think that brings more variety to it. So I'll say dominate, but like I could go either, I guess. I don't know. I'm open to both. Would you rather have a cupboard full of sex toys or kinky outfits? um I'll uh I'll go with furry gang. I'll say kinky outfits. Oh my god, like a bunny suit? Yes. Okay. Moving on. Or like a nurse outfit? Yes. Okay. Anyways, would you rather sleep with someone on the first date or wait for 6 months? Um, man, I really like don't care. Like, is this 6 months into dating? Like, I feel like it's not even that. Like, would you rather I don't know, it depends if this has any effect on the duration of this relationship. If someone I get with I start dating is not ready for that kind of thing, or due to some past thing, or first time or whatever, I don't mind waiting 6 months. Yeah, that's not the essence of a relationship to me. But like I don't know, I feel like I could wait 6 months. Cause but I don't know. It really it depends if this has any effect on the kind of relationship you're looking for. Because first date kind of implies that it's someone new, like someone you just met for the first time, pretty much. I don't think I could do that. I think I'd rather wait 6 months. Um, would you rather have unbelievable sex that lasts 10 minutes or average sex that lasts an hour? Uh, man. Well, honestly, this is pretty easy. The first one, right? The 10 minutes? Like, if this was like 1 minute, it'd be a harder question. But 10 minutes is like an okay time. Like, it doesn't need to be much longer than that. And you can always go for a second round, a little later, it doesn't have to limit you to that. But an hour, bro? You know how long that is? Like, okay, first of all, right, I'm not the most athletic guy, but I think even the most athletic guys out there will get tired after an hour of going at it. You know how sore you're gonna be after that? Nah. And this is unbelievable. Hell yeah, I'm taking that. What the hell? You know, like it's easy decision for me. Like, and you can like I don't know, cuddle afterwards. That's nice too. Would you rather your partner be kinky or romantic? Um, Probably romantic, because I'm not the most kinky person myself. Like, there's some things that I like. I'd be open to trying. Um, but like or have done. But like for the most part, like I'm all the like the main like crazy kinks that you hear people talk about. I'm not really into them. Like licking feet and that kind of shit. That's just not me. I'd rather like for me it's all about the connection with the person you're with. So I'd probably go romantic here. For fuck's sake. Would you rather swallow or spit? Look, I don't want to do either, right? But let's say in some traumatic experience I get in this position, I'm spitting, bro. I'm not swallowing shit. Hell no. But what the fuck, man? I don't want to answer this. But I have to answer, and like I'd spit. I'd spit. There's no way I could recover from swallowing in that position. Like no way. Would I have sex with the light on or the light off? Light on? What the hell? Like I don't know. Like I'm not scared to like. I'm not like I know I'm not like the most like fit guy, and I'm not the most handsome guy, but like I'm not that down on myself that I want to turn the lights off. Like come on now. Would you rather have sex in the shower or on the kitchen table? Right. I've actually heard, because for the longest time I used to be interested in the shower thing. That was one of the, I guess, the kinks or whatever. Like, but I've heard that it's actually not that good because the water kind of washes away kind of the natural like lubricants. If I hate that word, but like like it actually makes it like less comfortable. Um, and the kitchen table is fine. I mean, like if you're gonna end up like with someone like married or whatever, there's probably gonna be a time you're gonna do it in the kitchen, right? I mean, let's just be honest. Like that whole house is getting used. So yeah, I'll go to the kitchen table here. Okay. Hard would you rather? How long have I been going? Oh, like 17 minutes. I can continue. Hard would you rather questions. Would you rather accidentally send a naughty picture to your dad or your boss? Um, right. Probably my boss. And I know that might sound weird, but like I don't need to like I don't want to traumatize my dad in like that, like I'll just send it to my boss. Like or like I won't send it, but like accidentally, like I'd rather to my boss. You get fired from that job, but you just go apply somewhere else, like no one has to know. And also like if you're fast, you might be able to like delete the message or something, or depending on what platform you use. Or like what like yeah like messaging thing you use. So yeah, would you rather give up sex or give up food? Um, well, how does that work? Give up food because we kind of need food to survive, don't we? Like I'd give up sex because like it's nice, but like I've lived years of my life without this. I haven't lived past 2 weeks without this. So, like I'll go with the food. I'd rather have food than I don't get the question. Like this is literally essential to survival. I don't know. Would you rather walk in on your parents having sex or have them walking in on you having sex? Fuck's sake. Um, um, hmm. I don't want either to happen, but like, man, that's rough. Like, I think I'd be more embarrassed about this. I think this would be worse in the moment, but I think afterwards I'd more easily forget about it than this. Like I think I'm gonna have to walk in. Like at the end of the day, like it's gonna be like you open the door, you see it, you close it within a second, and that's it. And I feel like it'd be less traumatic than being the one being spotted. I don't know. Would you rather be stuck in a phone box with 10 snakes or 10 tarantulas? I have the biggest fear of snakes. I hate snakes. I am terrified of snakes. There's not many animals I'm terrified of. It's like wasps and snakes for the most part. Mostly snakes though. Like, how can something with no fins, no legs, no paws, no nothing, no claws, no nothing, how can it move like that? How can it even move to begin with? And how can it climb trees? Like, how can it climb shit? It doesn't have suction cups either. It just climbs trees. How? Bro, how? How is that possible? And they are scary, bro. And they either inject you with venom or they strangle you. Bro, that's terrifying. And literally, I fucking hate snakes. And I literally, my asshole friends sometimes literally like send like gifs or like pictures of snakes. And I'm like, why? Like, why'd you have to do that? Like, for fuck's sake. But 10 tarantulas. Tarantulas aren't actually that scary. Like, I don't think they might be venomous, but I don't think their venom is like strong enough to really harm humans that bad. From what I heard, I think they're mostly like melee, like physical, like fighters. Like, I don't know, like I think I'd be less scared of a tarantula. Like, and you can step on a tarantula. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be fun, but I think it'd be much better than 10 fucking snakes. What the hell? Would you rather say your ex's name during sex or your partner's best friend's name? Oh, ooh, oh man, that's hard. Um, Fuck's sake, man. Oh my God. Um, yeah, I was gonna say like there's an out. Like, what if your partner's best friend is like the opposite gender of them? Like, what if I'm a man and my partner is a woman because I'm straight, and what if her best friend is a man? I thought that would be an out, but that makes it even weirder. So you can't even do that. Um, Fuck's sake, man. I think as fucked up as this is, I think I'd go with the X because at least that's something in the past. Like, it's gonna be bad no matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no winning here. Like, it's gonna be a bad situation no matter what. But I think I'd rather like not have a whole drama like where they think I'm with their best, like I'm seeing their best friend. I think that would be a lot worse of a situation to manage and to like than because at least like you can like kind of say like you've been with your ex before, so like it's just like a bad memory lapse. But if you haven't even like this kind of implies that you've like been with their best friend, unless you're like, because why else would you say their name in that situation? Like, I think your brain kind of really like links certain things like activities with certain words. Like, if you've been married for 20 years to someone and then you divorce and you find someone new, there's a good chance at one of those like times when you're not really thinking like straight in the moment, like you're gonna blur out the name. I think that's more easily explainable than saying your partner's best friend. So I'm gonna go with the X here. But that's fucking weird, bro. Like, I don't want to do either of that. What the hell? Oh, hell nah. We're recording for 24 minutes. Okay. Would you rather have the face of a pensioner but the body of a 20-year-old, or the body of a pensioner and the face of a 20-year-old? Um, so would I rather have old man face and a 20-year-old body, or my normal face, which isn't even that handsome to begin with? Like I'm not like down on myself, but I'm realistic. Like, I'd say I'm probably about like a six at like at my on my good days, like six, maybe 6.5 on a good day. Like, I think that's probably where I'd rank myself. I don't think I'm much higher than that. I'll be honest. So I'll just go with the face of a pensioner because like at least my body stays young, right? Because old people bodies have like you have like health problems. You know, you have trouble walking, you have trouble this. At least I just have like an old face, but like I don't know. I feel like this is better than having like health issues with your body, you know? Would you rather be funny but really stupid or boring but really smart? I'd be funny but really stupid. I know I said earlier I'd rather be smart than popular and dumb, but like I don't want to be boring. That's always been the thing. Like I feel like there's like some things that like no one wants to be like called right. Some negative things like you're unattractive, you're ugly. But for me, I think a lot of like from what I've heard, like a lot of girls they don't want to be called ugly, like you know that. But I feel like for a guy, like, because let's be real, like girls, like are unless they're like really like there's an issue somewhere, like every girl is a 7 or higher, you know, probably 7.5, 8 or higher, you know, automatically as a starting point. I think guys struggle around 5 or 6 for the most part. And you have a few who go above that, and you have a lot who go below that as well. I like guys on average are uglier than girls. Like it's just true. Like if you look at a girl's Instagram and you look at a guy's Instagram, there's a world difference. So for guys, the thing that we usually have is like charisma, humor. That's kind of the thing that you have to rely on to, get somewhere. Um, I think being called boring would hurt me a lot more than being called ugly. So I'd go funny but really stupid. Um, would rather be famous or rich? Rich? What the hell? Why? I, I thought being famous implied being rich, but like no, I'd rather just be rich. What the hell? Would you rather find the love of your life or find £1 million? Um, see, this is not hard for me because like £1 million sounds like a lot, but it's not enough to like live a long life. Like it's not enough for a lifetime, you know? Maybe it used to be back in the day, but like right now is definitely not enough to live off of. I think I'd rather just find the love of my life, you know, and you just work. But like this is eventually gonna run out, you know. This is not. So yeah, I'd go. That's kind of wholesome, right? I'd go with that. Would you rather be able to travel everywhere for free or eat everywhere for free? Um, I think in my lifetime I'd save more money by eating free than by traveling free because there's so many days, especially this year, you know, where I don't leave the house or I'll leave the house but I'll walk or I'll ride a bicycle, which I'm not paying for either way, you know. What are my travel like expenses? Like I take a train to my dorm sometimes and I take a bus but I paid for a bus card. So like I'm not even paying for these bus rides. I paid for like a I don't know, $20 bus card for like good for like 3 years or some bullshit. I don't know. So I don't even have to pay for the bus. So it's only the train really like and I guess gas with a car. But like I think I'd save more money overall by eating for free. But maybe that's just me. Pick your poison and adult. Why is it all adult, bro? I don't. Weird would you rather questions. Here we go. Would you rather have arms as long as Mr. Tickle or legs as short as E.T.? See, this is where I'm gonna struggle, right? Because I know who E.T. is. I have no clue who the fuck Mr. Tickle is. Um, but I kind of have both. I have like sizable arms, but my legs are pretty. Oh, I see who Mr. Tickle is. Um, I have like short legs for like like ratio wise, my legs are shorter for my height than they probably should like than normal. But like I'd go the arms. Like I feel like there's more benefits to this. I don't think there's many benefits to having short legs, so I go with the arms. Would I empty a swimming pool using just a fork, or get in a swimming pool for half an hour with a jellyfish? A singular jellyfish. I'll get in the pool with a jellyfish. Like jellyfish ain't fast. Have you seen them move? They're like, "Roof, roof." I feel like you could just avoid the jellyfish. You know what I'm saying? Because jellyfish, like, there's very rare jellyfish that actually like hunt. I feel like they just mostly just kind of chill. I think it'd be a lot easier to avoid a jellyfish for half an hour than it would be to empty a swimming pool with a fork. You're gonna be there for years, bro. Easy. When I drink soup out of a farmer's welly. What the hell is a welly? Am I stupid? What is a welly? Oh, it's like a boot. Okay, 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 I see. Um, so farmer's boot or a binman's sock. Um, well, this has direct contact with the feet, which I think is a little more disgusting because you're not drinking it out of the muddy part at the bottom. You're drinking it from the inside, right? But at least, right, this is like two layers. You know, he has a sock on and then he goes in the boot. This is directly from the shoe, bro. I drink soup from the boot. Drink soup from the boot. I'd rather have no sense of smell or no sense of taste. No sense of smell. I think that's like probably the most useless of the five senses. Like, there's some things that you need to like. It's good to be able to smell, but like there's also like how many times have you like smelled something like that smelled horrible? You never have to go through that again. You know, I feel like this has more benefits than no sense of taste. Like that would be so lame. Like I don't know. I'd go no sense of smell. Would you rather have your name tattooed on your forehead or no front teeth? Um, as weird as this sounds, I'm gonna have to go with no front teeth because you can just get fake teeth, right? I'm assuming this means your own teeth. Like, because this is permanent on your fucking forehead. Like, no. Like if it was like your arm or something, maybe I'd go with that. But your forehead? No, I'd go with the no front teeth, and I'll just get fake teeth. You know, easy. Would you rather let a crusty old man drink milk out of your belly button every day for a year, or drink milk out of a crusty old man's belly button every day for a month? As gross as it is, I'd rather have him drink out of my belly button, because I know my belly button is clean, right? His crusty old ass tongue might not be, but I feel like that's easily like you can wash that more easily than to like no, I'm not drinking out of someone else's belly button. Like, no, no, no. Like, maybe, but like, definitely not across the old man. So I'd go with the first one, even though it's a year. I'd rather have him drink out of my belly button, you know, because I at least know that's like the only gross part is his tongue drinking it. You know what I mean? Would you rather fight a kangaroo or a badger? That's pretty easy for me. I'd fight a badger because kangaroos fuck you up, man. Like, have you seen a kangaroo? Like, not the cutesy ones, but like an actual fucking kangaroo. They have muscle, bro. They are jacked. You do not want to fuck with a kangaroo. I'd go with a badger, 100%. Would you rather eat a wet loaf of bread or drink a pint of whipped fish? The fuck is a whipped fish? Whipped fish, bro. This is where I'm struggling. Ew, what the hell? I'll eat a wet loaf of bread. What the fuck? Like when you dip bread in soup, it's still wet. Like, you know, like I'll go with that. Would rather live in a world where you dance instead of walk or sing instead of talk. This I think would grind my gears so much. I'd dance instead of walking. Would I share a bed with a walrus or an eel? Um, I think this is this is kind of a metaphor for something. Some guys are into that, but I'm really not into a walrus. You know, I'm not into that body type. I'd go with the eel. I'm definitely an eel myself, by the way. Like I'll be fully honest. But I'd go with the eel. Like I'd rather like I don't know. Like no, I will say this right because I'm not scared to say this. I'm not attracted to an overweight like like body like type, like a it's just I'm just not attracted to it. It's not fat phobic. Like I'll still talk to them. Like I'm not just gonna like not talk to them, but like I'm not physically attracted to you because of that, which I think is normal, right? Like I don't know. I'm like yeah. Okay, next. How long have we been going? 35 minutes. Okay. Deep would you rather questions. Right. Okay. Would you rather not be able to taste or not be able to see colors? We have the taste one. We have that already. What the hell? Um, I wouldn't. I would choose not to be able to taste because I think the world would be a lot more boring without color. Um, like I think this is one of those things where like we don't realize like it's like when you have a cold and you have trouble swallowing or like yeah like swallowing during your day-to-day life you really don't think about it, but when you have struggle swallowing you're like, man, it is a blessing to be able to fucking swallow. Like we like really overlook just like those simple things in life. Like we just take them for granted, and I think this is one of them. I think this would be much worse than not being able to taste. So I'll go with that. Would you rather know how you die or know when you die? Um, I think when I die would be terrifying, right? Because it could say, oh, you have like 70 years, and you're like, oh, okay. But in the month leading up to it, I don't think I'd be able to sleep. At least with how you die, it's like, okay, what if it's just like peacefully in your sleep, right? Or like, like no suffering, you're just peaceful. I'd much rather hear that than the fucking date. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go with this. Would you rather have the ability to change the past or see into the future? Never change the past. Because the butterfly effect, bro, if you could change a minor thing in the past and it will change the course of history. Like, and like every decision, everything that's happened in your life so far has gotten you to this point. Like, there's no point in changing that. You know? Like, I'd rather see into the future. It's not changing the future. You're seeing into it. You know? Maybe you can see yourself in a happy relationship with someone you love. Happy family. You might even have a kid, a couple kids. You're all happy. That's all good. I think changing the past is too dangerous. I'll go with see into the future. Would you rather be magical but live on Earth, or live in a magical land but be normal? I'd be magical and live on Earth. Why the hell would I be want to be? You know what I mean? Like, imagine living in a magical land and being the only one without magic. How fucking stupid would that be? Like, I'd rather be the only one with like a real magic and I'd secretly be living on Earth. That'd be so cool. Would you rather find your passion or the love of your life? What does this mean, your passion? Like something you enjoy doing? Like, I'd rather meet the love of my life. Like, I don't know. Like, this is easy to me. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you mean by video games? My passion right now. Like, I've already found it. So, I don't know if, yeah. Would you rather have an intelligent partner or a good-looking partner? Um, Intelligent. Because, like, we all get older, and you can still be, you know, beautiful when you're old, but looks fade. You're not gonna look young forever. But I think intelligence is attractive. Like humor is probably my most like thing I'm the most attracted to. But like, and intelligence just doesn't have to be just book smarts, right? There's emotional intelligence, interpersonal intelligence. Just I think that's a lot more attractive than just pure good looks. I'd rather have an average, I guess, quote unquote average, like, what I'm trying to say, but like, yeah. Would rather know how the world began or how it will end. Um, well, we already kind of know, like, well, what is this defined by world? Does this mean just Earth? Or like the universe as a whole? Like, I don't like to think about this kind of stuff, by the way. I hate space. Um, I guess, I guess how it began, because people always saying, oh, the Big Bang, the two rocks that collide. where the fuck did the rocks come from? You know what I mean? Like that's always been my question. So I'll go with that, but I'm gonna move on because I hate this kind of topic and it freaks me out. Would you rather it be summer forever or winter forever? Um, High key, I think summer is overrated. I think autumn or fall, whatever you call it, I think is my favorite season. I think spring is probably close second. Um, and then I'd say winter third, summer fourth. Like I honestly I like winter. You know, I like being cozy inside under a blanket. I like having like the pretty landscape of snow. You know, like taking your dog for a walk through the snow. I think I'd rather it be winter, honestly. Would you rather be able to fly or be able to turn invisible? I'd turn invisible. Like, people always say they want to fly, but like, it'd be cool, but like, would it be as cool as turning invisible? I don't think so. Like, imagine how badass that is. You just like, I would always choose invisibility over flight. Would you rather be stuck on an island for eternity, all on your own, or with someone you hate? I would go with someone I hate, and the reason is there's just a better chance of surviving, honestly. Like, I am, I feel like you go crazy being by yourself for that long. I think even someone you hate, you just, humans are social creatures. Like, even if you hate the person, I'd rather just not have to, like, not even, you don't even have to, like, talk to him that much, but just have the knowledge of there's someone else here with me. I'm not by myself. You know, I'm not alone going through this. I think that's already a comforting thought. So yeah. And that's it. So, yeah, that was 50 would you rather questions. I had fun doing this. I might do it again at some point if I find more websites like this. But yeah, let me know, I guess, if there's anything that I chose that you completely disagree with. Or if you have a fun would you rather, you know, leave it in the comments and I'll answer it. But yeah, for now, apply to be my e-girlfriend. Still got room for you. You might even be the love of my life. You know, but where was that question? Man, I was gonna scroll to that question. It was gonna be really smooth, but okay, I can't find the love of my life question anymore. Uh, Yeah, but anyways, um, yeah, go apply to be my e-girlfriend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.